Hi, today we will discuss an important topic, that's sales planning. It is the process of organizing activities. Now, what kind of activities? These activities can be sales forecasting, demand management, as well as setting the profit based sales targets. Now, these are how to be in line with the business goals or the stated objectives, right? So it's basically a document that is developed by the sales department of every organization, which gives a brief plan about revenue growth as well as other measurements of successes. Now, measurement of successes can be ROI, or they can be KPI, that is key performance indicators. So sales plans can be according to the requirement. Then they can be quarterly, half yearly, or annually. So it generally depends upon the type of the organization and the people who are at the top level of management, especially those people in sales and marketing department. These people are responsible for drafting this sales plan. Example, if a brand is liked by a lot of customers, then that company may decide to launch new products. Then they have to analyze the sales graphs and decide which type of sales plan is suitable for them. For that, they make 3 to 4 types of sales plan and then choose the one which they feel might produce better result, right? So this also helps many of the salesmen in developing their own sales target. So it's something like they want to rally around it, and it is a guiding kind of a guiding force for them. Now let's see what types are there in sales planning. First one is short-term planning. As the term says, that it is for a short duration, from 90 days to 1 year. Next one is medium-term planning. Here it's usually for 3 months, and it has to, the plan has to, what they do is actually here, uh, it's more like a review of all the plan that's already there in operation, and then they will try to modify the existing plan according to the requirement. Next one is long term planning, which is usually for the duration of 2 to 3 years. This is done especially uh, at the beginning of the product launch. Now the steps in sales planning. First one is you have to outline the mission and objectives. That is nothing but your sales plan has to be in line with the mission statement of your organization, especially in terms of growth. This will help in developing further plans, especially in sales and marketing department, to set up the sales objectives, where the sales goals are set up, which explain the what success will look like in the clearest terms. Also, it helps in developing future plans in terms of revenue, the market share, or profit margin, depending upon the company. Now, the third point is all about the sales team's roles and responsibilities. Here, you have to, what the higher authorities do is they summon the meeting about all the sales, summon the meeting where all the salespeople are there, and they help them to understand what are their roles, and any separate marketing and agency support if they require, they provide them. Here they will try to customize the sales plan along with the sales teams people, because and different territories require different types of strategies. So that's this is where they plan those things, and they provide the roles responsibilities according to the sales process, and they will assign these responsibility to each salesman. Now the fourth point is about defining your customer focus. That means what type of customer you are trying to focus upon. This we have discussed in detail in previous classes about the different types of segments. We know that different types of segments behave differently, so entirely the entire sales plan has to be in line with the requirement of the different segment. For example, if you are choosing, let's say, a segment like children, or let's say, or old age people, depending upon the demographies, then the sales plan has to be different for each type of demographic segment. And the next part will be about describing the customer buying pattern. That is how the customers buy. Again, it depends upon the type of the customers that the company is serving. In B2B model it is different, and C2C, B2C it is different, C2C can be different. Different type of customers buy at different times, and also their mode of payments are different. These all things have to be considered. Some may pay in cash, some may pay in checks, and also the payment cycles in the sense that some will pay every month, 3 months. So these all things have to be considered here. Next one is defining your sales territory. Now sales territory can be different here. For online sales and other businesses, the sales territory do not become that important, but in offline sales it's the most important aspect here. So again, if you see, like, the sales for different products in different regions are different. For example, again, uh, uh, based on weather conditions of those geographic locations, people buy different things. So that has to be considered. Next one is assigning the sales plan metrics. Now this is very important, because you have to measure. Once you decide to have a sales plan, you should have a certain mm, tools where you can measure whether you are going according to the plan or not. So uh, you have to develop certain sales plan metrics, like, let's say, KPIs. I told you, key performance indicators. So these are very important, especially where you assign sales target to different sales regions, or let's say, like, north region, south region. You provide different metrics for them, where you pin the responsibility of reaching the sales target to each and every employee of the sales department. Right? Example, here we have here year over year revenue. This is nothing but you analyze the revenue of this year with respect to the revenue of previous years. Right? So that's what they do in this part. Next one is creating sales plan budget. That is how much amount you are allocating for sales department, which region you are allocating how much. So that you have to do here. Again, there are different types of sales here. Sometimes they are online sales, sometimes they are offline sales. So entire here financial resource allocation has to be done here. How much money you are providing to different types of sales methods. Thank you.